So, you know, we started in June, I think, with, 10 sessions twice a week out in Woodland Park, and then we did another set, and there were, half a dozen of us, and everybody came back, and we just played in the park. And we would watch the people from another gym where there are 150 people running around in circles with one or two trainers, and everyone was just doing exactly the same thing. But because we were outside and really using the world around us, we got to play, but we got more fit. I've never been as fit in my life as I was after those 20 weeks, or those 20 sessions. Mm-hmm. And I worked with a lot of trainers, I've worked in a lot of gyms, and for me the best part was that, I met Don and Janet and Rich and, a bunch of other people, and it became a group of people playing. And we enjoyed playing and discovering how our bodies functioned and moved, and just challenging ourselves.
Nothing ever got repetitive. Either it was always a surprise what we were doing next. And that was always fun. Like, I was always excited to see what Jared or Mike last summer would come up with next. And whether it be throwing stones or
trying to do it.
Hopping around a fountain when Rich fell into the fountain. I don't know if you were there. I don't think you were there for that one. It was pretty memorable. I feel I have better control over my body in general, I think. Just because, I feel like even if I'm like walking in the ice during the snowstorm, I could even feel like using, I remember when we were doing the balancing on the posts in the park in the summer, I was using my feet the same way to walk on the ice during the snowstorm, and just kind of real world situations that this is where dodging people or crowds or even, just running around. You feel like you're in greater control.
Yeah. And then for me, performance-wise, I ski 50 days a year. I help run a ski school. I have a lot of I'm out there using this, and my skiing on the first day this year, I skied better than I did any day last season. And a lot of it for me was because I was out in Woodland Park trying to balance on rotting logs before they collapsed, and having to get light, having to move my feet, and running up and down trees that had fallen, and throwing stones, and just being out there moving on uneven surfaces, and then coming in here and working on strength and working on agility, but in a playful way. I got out onto the mountain, and I could ski in a playful way and have my body move in ways that it would every now and then. Now I really know how my body moves out there, and it's made a huge difference in my skiing.
Time I've ever looked forward to working out.
Classes, whether it's just training with a training partner, or being in a class, group class with 10 or 15 people who just happen to be the ones dropping in this week. There's almost no engagement in each other's, fitness. But in this class, we're all engaged in each other, learning and getting fit. And that's amazing.
It's a lot like playing on a team.
Yeah,
is what I found, and it's really hard to find that when you've gotten out of school and don't have those opportunities aren't in front of you.
Yeah, but not the team where the coaches are yelling at you and your job is to get the goal, or you're going to sit in the bench.
Everyone gets to play.
Everyone gets to play. It's pick-up baseball in a back lot. It's kids making up games. I don't like going to those big classes with a dozen or 15 or 20 people. It's the trainers are great, but there's not the individual attention. They just can't do that. There's no way they can make it happen. So for me, it's a great way to get a lot more individualized attention, because it seems that half a dozen people with Jared, or we had more people over the summer with Jared and Mike, and that's why it was valuable. And that for me was huge, because they really got to know how I move and what my issues are, and can expand. And because it's such a small group and such a consistent group, it just worked really, really well. This is great, and it would be great to have more people come.
Yeah,
come play, come join us. This is You know, but only if you want to have fun, only if you want to play, only if you want to actually get to know people and make great new friends.
You like working out in the creative
Yeah,
fashion.
yeah, and discovering, whoa, how does my body move? What can I do? I can't do that. Oh wait, I can?
Yeah.